That small swelling on your neck might explain why your heart suddenly races. It also shows why your mind feels foggy and why your body no longer feels the way it used to. Because goiter is much more than a simple enlargement you see in the mirror. Goiter is a condition that occurs when the thyroid gland becomes larger than normal, and its effects are not limited to the neck area alone. The thyroid gland is a vital organ located at the front of the neck that secretes hormones controlling the body's metabolic rate. The hormones produced by this gland determine how much energy cells will expend and directly affect nearly all organ systems. When goiter develops, the production of these hormones can increase, decrease, or become imbalanced. When thyroid hormones are secreted excessively, the body begins to function faster than it should. The heartbeat accelerates, a person may feel palpitations out of nowhere, and the pulse can rise above normal limits. This situation causes the heart to work at a high tempo for extended periods, increasing the risk of rhythm disorders. At the same time, the nervous system becomes overstimulated, and the person experiences a feeling of inner restlessness. In this state of hormonal excess, hand tremors, excessive sweating, and hot flashes are commonly seen. Body temperature rises, and the person may feel overwhelmed even in cool environments. Sleep patterns become disrupted, and falling asleep at night becomes difficult. Sleep deprivation gradually deepens mental fatigue over time. Another important effect caused by goiter appears in mental functions. Since thyroid hormones play a role in the brain's energy use, the excess of these hormones increases the speed of thought, but makes controlling thoughts more difficult. A person thinks about many things at once, but cannot fully focus on any of them. This situation is felt as distraction and inner tension. In types of goiter where thyroid hormones are insufficiently secreted, the body essentially goes into slow motion. Heart rate decreases and the person constantly feels weak. Even daily activities require more effort than normal. Getting out of bed in the morning becomes difficult, and a feeling of heaviness persists throughout the day. Hormone deficiency causes the body temperature to drop. A person may feel cold even in normal weather conditions. Increased sensitivity to cold is explained by the role of thyroid hormones in cellular heat production. This condition is a direct result of metabolism slowing down. Goiter also affects the digestive system. Since thyroid hormones regulate intestinal movements, digestion slows down when hormones are deficient. This condition manifests as constipation, bloating, and indigestion. In cases of hormone excess, intestinal movements accelerate and diarrhea may be seen. Body weight is also affected by these hormonal changes. In situations where thyroid hormones are excessive, a person may lose weight despite eating more than normal. In contrast, when hormones are deficient, metabolism slows down, making weight gain easier. This weight gain often cannot be controlled through diet. Goiter also directly affects skin and hair health. When hormones are deficient, the skin becomes dry, pale, and gives a cold sensation. Hair becomes dull and hair loss increases. Nails become brittle and grow slowly. In cases of hormone excess, the skin may become thinner and excessive sweating may be seen. This condition is related to subcutaneous tissues not being adequately nourished due to accelerated metabolism. The skin becomes sensitized and more vulnerable to external factors. One of the most important systemic effects of goiter is seen on the reproductive system. Thyroid hormones regulate the secretion of reproductive hormones through brain centers. Therefore, disruption of hormonal balance can lead to lengthening, shortening, or complete irregularity of the menstrual cycle in women. In men, testosterone production may be suppressed, and consequently, a decrease in sexual desire may be observed. This condition affects not only reproductive functions, but also general hormonal balance. Long-term imbalances can pave the way for fertility problems. This effect is explained by the regulatory role of thyroid hormones on the hypothalamus and pituitary glands. Goiter also has a silent but powerful effect on bone health. In situations where thyroid hormones are excessive, bone breakdown accelerates. This process causes a decrease in bone density and increases the risk of bone loss. Especially in cases of goiter that remain untreated for a long time, this risk becomes prominent. As the neck enlargement caused by goiter progresses, mechanical problems may arise. The enlarging thyroid gland can press on the esophagus, causing difficulty swallowing. Pressure on the trachea can create a feeling of shortness of breath. These symptoms are generally seen in advanced stages of goiter. Goiter is an outward sign of an imbalance occurring in the body's hormonal command center. The swelling seen in the neck is actually a result of changes occurring in the internal systems. In cases of goiter detected early, most of these effects can be reversed. Therefore, goiter should be evaluated not merely as an aesthetic problem, but as a serious hormonal disease affecting the entire body.